Have you ever heard someone talking about you in a foreign language? She thought I was just the help. She had no idea I spoke her language and recorded everything. My Russian grandmother raised me after my parents died in a car crash. While other kids had sleepovers and Disney Channel obsessions, I grew up interpreting pharmacy receipts and eviction notices for babushka, who refused to learn English. By 16, I was fluent in Russian and hated every word of it. Then Natalia Petrova transferred to our high school. Think platinum blonde, high heels in gym class, designer everything. Her dad was some oil executive, or so the rumors went. She pulled up in a leased Mercedes and instantly took over like a rich girl Disney villain. I kept my Russian blood under wraps, used my American name, wore thrifted jeans, didn't speak a word of anything Slavic in public. Natalia didn't notice me until chemistry class. We got paired as lab partners, and the first thing she said, in Russian, was, "But Lukshin is Shaya. Great, I'm paired with a poor person." I pretended not to understand. She smirked. When she spilled hydrochloric acid on my only decent pair of jeans and laughed about it, I still said nothing. But something in me snapped. Later that day, while I was working a shift at the local coffee shop, she walked in with her clone squad, and as I made their drinks, she started really talking. In Russian, loudly, casually. "Look at this loser. Probably lives in a trailer. Bet she'll get pregnant before graduation." Her friends didn't speak Russian, but they laughed along anyway. I didn't react, just smiled and handed over her oat milk latte. That night, I hatched my plan. For the next month, I played dumb. In chem class, I fumbled beakers while she muttered insults. At the coffee shop, she ripped into everyone in school, her best friends, teachers, the principal. And I caught it all, because what she didn't know was that I had my phone recording every time she opened her smug little mouth. I got everything. Her bragging about cheating on tests, her laughing about how her dad wasn't actually rich. He'd fled Russia after embezzling money. "The Mercedes is leased. These bags are all knockoffs," she giggled to her friend. I even got the part where she admitted to sleeping with someone else's boyfriend, Jake, from October. Then came winter formal. She'd campaigned hard to win Snow Queen. The votes were rigged. Her gown cost more than my entire wardrobe. Meanwhile, I showed up in a $30 Marshall's dress and a Bluetooth speaker in my purse. When she walked on stage to accept her crown, I slipped the speaker next to the mic stand and connected my phone. Then I pressed play. My dad's not really an executive. He stole money from his company in Russia. We're basically fugitives. The gym fell dead silent. Her voice rang out again. "Americans are so stupid. They believe anything if you wear the right clothes and fake the accent." Then, "I've been sleeping with Jake since October. His girlfriend's too fat to satisfy him anyway." You could hear the gasp from across the room. Jake's girlfriend was in the third row. Clip after clip rolled. Everyone watched, frozen, horrified. A few people started recording it. I stepped up to the stage as she stood there shaking, crown askew, face strained, and in perfect Russian I told her, "You never know who understands your language." She ran. By Monday, the queen bee had been dethroned. Her friends cut her off. Jake dumped her in the hallway. Teachers stopped smiling at her. 2 weeks later, she vanished. Her family moved out in the middle of the night. A week after that, 2 men with Russian accents came to school asking about the Petrovas. Not cops, not FBI, just men in suits. My grandmother always said, "Yazyk moy, vrag moy." My tongue is my enemy. Natalia learned that lesson the hard way. Last month, I got a full ride to Georgetown on a bilingual scholarship. Turns out, speaking fluent Russian's a marketable skill. Sometimes, when I'm closing the coffee shop at night, I think I see a black car idling across the street, but when I look again, it's always gone.